Hey everyone, so back again with another video. This time I'm doing something a little bit different. I initially intended this video to be my general sort of reception of today's Nintendo Direct. That is January 14th, I believe. Yeah, January 14th, 2015, the first Nintendo Direct of the year. But honestly, you can see that just about everywhere else. And honestly, I've had it at this point. Uh, I'm very sort of disgusted with what's going on with all of Nintendo's products right now, and I don't mean the products themselves. Honestly, everything that Nintendo is making is amazing as usual. I hate to sound like a Nintendo fanboy here, but they make consistently good products that work from the get-go and are always uh, generally accepted as being good. Um, but my disgust right now is pretty much with how people are reacting to Nintendo products. Uh, by reacting, I mean how quickly people are buying up Nintendo products and then trying to flip them for money. It's just gotten really bad in the last few months. Um, Basically, if you go back to about a year ago, I remember certain games like uh, Bravely Default Collector's Edition. There was a frenzy to sort of get that right after it came out, because for the last few weeks before the game came out, the pre-orders were sold out. But eventually it died down and everything was fine. But there were several months before the game came out that you could still pre-order it, and like it was easily accessible. Now, once the amiibos became a thing, once the amiibos came out, pretty much from the end of November until this point, it's been a living hell being a Nintendo gamer and collector. And sorry if I sound nasally or weird, I'm sick right now, and I didn't intend on making this video really, but I thought I'd put it out anyways. So please excuse me for not sounding well. But pretty much, I've collected some of the amiibos here. Sorry about all the weird noises I'm making. I've collected some of the amiibos here. As you can see, I have a few there and a few over here, and a couple of open ones down there. Basically, they have been limited by Nintendo, limited to certain quantities, and that I can understand. They didn't want to make too many of certain characters that they themselves thought wouldn't sell as well, so it was more cost effective for them. But then the customers made it significantly worse. People went ahead and bought up several copies of harder to find amiibos. Even easily available amiibos, people went ahead, bought them up, and marked up the price and are trying to resell them. One of my most hated amiibos, honestly, right now, because of what people have been doing with it, Luigi and Diddy Kong and Princess Zelda. People are asking, here in Toronto at least, people are asking $30-$40 for them when they're still widely available at a lot of different stores. And they want $30-$40 for them. I've seen some sellers asking $15-$20 for maxed out level amiibos for Super Smash Bros. And that's understandable. You put some effort into it, you're asking for a couple dollars more, that's fine. But people asking double or triple retail price for amiibos that you can still buy in stores, it's just ridiculous to me. Especially Diddy Kong. Everybody was like, oh, Diddy Kong's hard to find. Diddy Kong is limited. But they shipped out more Diddy Kongs. They didn't ship out any more Pits, Captain Falcons. What else? Or Little Max, from my experience at least here in Toronto. But Diddy Kong, so many stores, even smaller retailers, got more Diddy Kongs. And there's some EB games that even have dozens of them. I've seen one that has just about as many Diddy Kongs as they have Luigis, and everybody has like a million Luigis right now. But to get to the worst part of it, the absolute worst part, once the next wave of amiibos was announced, instantaneously selling out, Shulk gone, Meta Knight gone, Lucario gone. The dates aren't finalized at all, and at least here in Canada, they can be put out for sale at any point. Pretty much, with EB Games, I've gotten it from several different locations that once they get the call from head office saying that they can put them out, they'll put them out for sale, and they'll be gone. There's no notification as to like when they'll be going out. There's no exact release date. I get that there's going to be an approximate release date, but to have absolutely no idea until the day like they get them and they put them out is just a ridiculous idea for me. Games previously, movies, lots of different products. You know exactly what day they're going to be put out for sale and what price they're going to be on that day. But to not know what day they're going to go on sale, and with the previous wave not having been able to pre-order them, how do they expect people to actually buy them? Now, I like that at one EB Games that I went to, they kept all the ones that they got lower stock of, they kept them behind the counter to prevent people from coming into the store and buying up all of them. So they made sure that if somebody came in, they only let them purchase one of each of those more limited ones. So when Little Mac, Diddy Kong, Pit, and Captain Falcon came into the store, they were behind the counter, and they only sold them one at a time. But Princess Zelda and Luigi, there were tons of them, they were out on the shelves. But now, closing in on today's date, with Nintendo Direct, the first Nintendo Direct of 2015, they finally announced the 3DS XL for North America and Europe. It turns out that we're not getting the regular 3DS yet. Either we won't be getting it at all, or it just hasn't been announced yet. I'm not entirely certain. But there were 2 limited editions and 2 standard editions available for pre-order. But so far, from what I've seen, only EB Games got them, and I believe certain sellers on Amazon have them as well, I should say. But within 2 to 3 hours of them being posted, and probably even sooner because I didn't notice it until 2 or 3 hours later, but almost instantaneously, all 4 variants, both limited editions and both standard editions, on the EB Games website, sold out. Just completely sold out. I call ahead. I call the EB Games customer service line. They tell me, well, if you go to an actual store, to an actual EB Games location, you should be able to still pre-order it. It's just their web orders are no longer available. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I go to EB Games, and I actually got mine pre-ordered. Let me just cover up my information there. But I got it pre-ordered from here in downtown Toronto. And actually, in their system, it's not even labeled correctly yet. The girl told me, so here's a SKU for it. I double-checked it with the SKU on the website, and she confirmed with me. She's like, if you have any worries about it at all, come back in a few days. Our computer should be updated, and the proper name should be on there for it. I'm like, no, it's okay. I trust you. I see the codes match up. Everything's good. But right now, it just says Nintendo 3DS as the name for the product. But I was able to pre-order it. I was able to put $50 down on it right now. I'll just pay the rest off later. But I was still able to pre-order it. Then I go looking to see if other retailers have any of them available yet. Any of the new 3DS XLs. Nobody has them available yet. Best Buy doesn't have it. Future Shop doesn't have it. Walmart doesn't have it. Toys R Us doesn't have it. I tried checking Amazon. I got strange sort of ads on there. And then I think, okay, I'll go on eBay. I'll go on eBay and check to see how much pre-orders are selling for on there. And I kid you not, announced today, made available for pre-order today. And who knows how much the pre-order is for exactly, if people have completely paid it off, or if they've paid a fraction of it and they're selling their pre-order for it already. But this just kills me. It kills me to see this. There are like dozens, if not like over 100 ads available. I don't know what to call them. Auctions, I should say. Auctions available on eBay, all listing the new Majora's Mask limited edition 3DS XL as sold out, unavailable, rare, hard to find, whatever. And you know what? It is unavailable to pre-order on the website for GameStop and EB Games. Both stores are no longer accepting online pre-orders for it, or pre-sales as they call it. But there are people out there that are actually spending, they're bidding up each other by hundreds of dollars, some reaching $400, $500. People actually getting outbid and continuing to bid up the prices. There's one here. It has 13 bids on it. 13 bids. The current price is $375 US. That's 447 Canadian dollars. There's going to be too much glare to show it here. But I can't understand this at all. The Nintendo craze is ridiculous at this point. It's just, for the lack of a better word, it's not understandable. Like, I don't understand why everybody is getting this ridiculous about it. Things are selling out this fast, and people are actually paying money to money grabbers like this that are just looking to make a quick buck. They're feeding them, giving them more money. Like, they're just giving away all their money to get things like this. Had I known that it was sold out, I wouldn't try at all. I would have been done with it. Like I am with the limited edition of the Majora's Mask 3D remake for the 3DS XL. I know that that's sold out everywhere. I'm not going to bother paying some reseller hundreds of dollars for it. I don't care about it that much. If I happen to find it brand new at EB Games, or Best Buy, or some other store where it's either still available, or it just, I don't know, hasn't sold yet, or whatever. If I find it, I will go ahead and buy it. But I will not give some random person hundreds of dollars, over 100% above the cost of the item, just to be able to get it. And there are people that are profiting from the sheer insane amount of stupid people out there that are willing to just throw their money away for this stuff. And it kills me. Collecting and being a gamer, like, you're gonna spend money to a certain degree. You might spend a little bit more money towards video games, but that's because it's something that you like. But to spend this much more, hundreds of dollars above retail value, for an item that's not even on sale yet, it boggles my mind, and it just makes me so sad first, and angry as well. And sorry, I'm just sake here, and this whole video has just been me rambling instead of even giving you any news about uh, this year's first Nintendo Direct. But it's just, it's saddening and aggravating, and I hope that at least one other person has uh, seen this, noticed it, acknowledged it in some way, because it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me as both a collector and a gamer. I think at this point, I'm either just gonna forego buying the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for the 3DS. I might forego doing that right now and just continue playing it on my N64 again. But yeah, I can't be giving people this kind of money to get a hold of this kind of stuff, and no one should be doing this at all. If this was months later or years later and they were extremely hard to find, I could sort of justify that. But right now, before the item is even out for sale, knowing that there are people out there that probably ordered dozens of these, if not more, or possibly less too, knowing that there are people that have done this, I can't see how people are giving them money. It's just, it's really saddening. Um, Anyways, this has been one of my longest sort of rant or rambling videos. Um, if anybody made it to the end, I commend you for being able to, uh, I guess, stand up to my uh, my bickering here, but you probably know exactly what I'm going through right now, so uh, this just sounds like a normal response. Uh, Either way, hopefully this reaches at least one person out there. Um, and I just want to say for my channel, as always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas. Sorry. Anything at all, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you have any gripes about the current state of collecting for Nintendo, please let me know in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to talk about it. As sad as it'll make me, I'll be perfectly happy with talking about it. And that's it. See ya.